Hello again. Okie dokie. So this is the next film in the series for food allergies and intolerances. Having had a session with Hannah Keelston, who did kinesiology testing on me. Once we'd worked out my list of things that I should avoid eating, I'm now going to talk about the 4 different supplements that I took to help me do certain things, and I will tell you each supplement, how I took it, when, how often, and what it did for me. So here we go. Are you ready? So the first thing I took for approximately 2 weeks is called Berberine and Grapefruit. And this was something that would kill off my bad bacteria, which had multiplied in my gut. I imagine that there are different things that you could take to help kill off your bad bacteria, but she found that berberine was the thing that would kill off mine successfully and quickly, and depending on what bacteria you have would depend what you would need to kill off your bad bacteria. So for me that was that. So berberine and grapefruit seed, it was 60 capsule pot. It cost me £24.10 at the time, and I had to start with 1 capsule 3 times a day between meals for 3 days, and then increase to 2 capsules 3 times a day between meals until the pot runs out. Now, if you do too many capsules too quickly, it's just too much of a shock for your body, and so you need to kind of wean yourself into it slowly. So that's why I started off with 1 capsule rather than 2 at the beginning. So when that had finished after about 2 weeks, the bloating in my stomach and that hard stomach feeling, huge discomfort went away, and so that worked like a dream. It was amazing. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is Ultra Probioplex Plus. Now, she used a specific company that had very high quality probiotics and that she knew worked. So she helped me choose the right company to order my products from and not just get it from Amazon with any old company. You know, that it was tried and tested and it worked for her customers. And so even though it might be a bit more expensive than some other companies, for her it's worth it because it functions well. With this one, I had to take 1 capsule last thing at night, and she said take it when you finish taking berberine. Basically, this was to rebuild my gut bacteria with good bacteria. That's what probiotics are. And so that when you're killing off the bad bacteria, all the good stuff can get in there and start multiplying and improving your gut strength and your immune system, and do all that good work. Very good. So I think that's clear. Now I'm going to go on to number 3, which was called Similase, which is actually an enzyme that helped me digest fat and protein. If I would have, like, at the time I was vegan, so I wasn't having fatty meats or anything. I remember if I would eat like too much coconut oil or avocado, I had much less of a reaction to that. But basically more kind of saturated fats I couldn't digest, so wasn't in my diet. This Similase was a 90 capsule pot, and I would have 1 capsule after the first few mouthfuls of each meal. So I would do that 3 times a day. I would literally start eating. My body knew that I was in eating mode and that it was time to digest. And that's when the moment was to take Similase. And that was really amazing. It really, really helped me just digest much more easily. It was more comfortable. I didn't have lots of the symptoms of kind of bloating and difficulty and pain in my gut, because it was kind of the enzymes were helping me do that. And because I wasn't creating my own enzymes, it was really boosting all of that and helping me in that way. So that was amazing. And actually, I remember nearer the end of this process of using these different enzymes and Similase and things, that I would have to reduce how many of the enzymes I was taking. So I would half a capsule because I was digesting it too quickly and too much because my body was already starting to create its own enzymes again. And then I'd get really hungry quite quickly afterwards. And so that's when I had to start kind of weaning off that. At the end was interesting for me to see how I'd improved, how my gut had changed and developed over time. And I was just like, again, brilliant. This is another showing me that what I've been doing is working. So then the fourth thing that I took is called Glycemic Complex. I took 1 tablet with a meal 3 times a day, and this was specifically for the sugar intolerance that I had. And that also worked like a dream. So as you can see, I'm a very happy customer, and thank you again, Hannah Keelsden, for all of your care and attention. And because I lived in France, and I still do, I would write her emails and I'd say, oh, there's this thing going on. I'm not quite sure how to go about it, to do with protein, because that was another thing. I couldn't have anything like vegan proteins, like lentils, anything leguminous, all those vegan proteins that I can't think of right now. My body really kind of bloated and struggled to digest those. She also said that because I'm quite petite and my small intestines are kind of crammed into a small space, and I have kind of a less long path until it kind of goes out of your body, that it kind of makes sense to her that I would find it more difficult to digest those kinds of foods. And so I would kind of, even when my body is better, I would still have to probably have a lesser amount than someone who's got a much kind of longer small intestine and a much bigger person that has more going on down there. So there we go. I hope that was interesting. Again, comment below so that you guys can all help each other and respond to each other's kind of questions. And me too, I can get in there sometimes when I've got a moment and I'm not working on other things, to help you guys on your journey to feeling great. Lots of love. Bye.